Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2022 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and also both of 4 agreements, Wisdom of the Oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have Taurus, and for you guys, Taurus is your 6th house of health, work, daily routines. We have Uranus there, and Mars will be there pretty much right around from the second week of the month throughout the rest of the month. So that could definitely be some focus around your work for sure, your health and daily routines, if I can speak. There we go. We also have Venus. Venus is going to be in your opposite sign for at least part of the month. And then it's going to move, around same thing. Second week, it's going to move into Cancer. So it'll be moving from your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, contracts, toward intimacy, investments, death, and rebirth. And we have 4. So 4th house energy for you guys is Pisces. We have Neptune there. Of course, it's been there for a really long time. But aside from that, not much going on there, astrologically speaking. So yeah, with that in mind, we'll get started with your main spread. In the main situation position, we have the 4 of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy, and then challenging that, we have the Chariot, Cancer energy, and 4 of Cups, also Cancer energy. So, for some of you, there could be possibly you're considering investing in something, but at the same time, you might feel like nothing's really moving you, right? Like you have the opportunity to invest in something, but all the opportunities coming your way, you just don't feel connected to them, right? So you're like, maybe I'll just hold off. You might just feel like the timing's not right to make an investment. For others of you, they could also be saying that maybe you've been saving up for some kind of a big vacation of some sort, but now as you're getting closer to the time, you're like, is this really the best thing to do right now, right? So maybe just seeing how crazy prices are going for airfare and gas, you name it, right? That could be what's possibly causing you guys to hesitate. Like, okay, I thought this was a good idea, but now with the price of everything changing, is this really the best way to go about using my resources, right? So there could be some reconsideration on your part around that. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Empress, the Fool, and the 3 of Wands. So for some of you, this could actually be saying that maybe what's happened as well is that maybe you've already made an investment of some kind with that Fool energy, and with the 3 of Wands, you're waiting for the rewards for that investment to come in, right? So, because usually the 3 of Wands represents work that was already put in, and then you're just waiting to reap the rewards of the work. So that's how it could be coming across for some of you, where you're like, okay, I made this investment, right? Maybe it was a bit risky at the time, and now you're just waiting for those rewards, but you might feel like they're not coming in at the speed that you'd hoped for, right? Or maybe they were at one point, but now the progress seems to have slowed down, something along those lines. All right, in the past position, we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So whatever this is, it's probably something that you did give a lot of thought to for a while, and you might have felt like you couldn't make a decision, and then it seems like you finally did move forward with it. And now, like I said, it seems like maybe whatever the decision was, with the way things have changed since then, you might be reconsidering now. And for some of you, this might have been something that you started to think about at the start of Gemini season. So toward the end of May, let's say. All right, on the present position, we have the 3 of Swords, Libra energy, and the 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So yeah, there could definitely be some kind of disappointment there. Maybe it's even around career, where you thought that you'd be further along at this point than what you are now. So you might be reconsidering if that's still the path you want to continue down. For others of you, there could have just been something, maybe you had plans with friends, and now maybe they're reconsidering, right? So you're like, okay, can we still make this happen? So a super generic example, just because I'm seeing like a bit of a vacation type vibe or something like that. Let's say you made plans to go on a trip with your friends, right? And you might be fine to still do it. And maybe you guys made a plan, oh yeah, we'll split a house or whatever the case may be, and rent the car, whatever you name it. And now all of a sudden, maybe for one of them, it could be a bit of a tough situation where they feel like they're backing out, and now you're like, well, do I still want to go, right? Is it going to be worth it? Like, maybe you could financially afford to, but like, it's not really going to be the same, something like that. All right, in the near future position, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is Pisces energy here, and we did see the Pisces energy come out with your dice as well with the 4. So this could just be saying for some of you might just decide to spend a little bit more time at home. Maybe whatever this was going to be, right? You might decide, rather than go on this vacation, maybe I'd just rather put some investment into my home, right? Improving my home conditions, something along those lines. Possibly even just going to visit family, right? Like I said, if there was a trip you're supposed to make with friends and maybe they're bailing on you, you could say, whatever, I'll just go see my family for a bit, right? Since you already took the time off, something along those lines. But looks like there's some movement there for sure, and a shift in what you originally planned to doing versus what you're going to do now. Right, in the position of your influence in a situation, we have the 6 of Cups. So yeah, this could definitely be saying that for some of you might be reconnecting with something from your past. So whatever this is, let's say, again, like I said, maybe that you're at a job where maybe the finances aren't too bad, but just with the cost of everything going up, you're just saying, okay, well, yeah, the finances are good, but it's not really speaking to me, right? So am I excited to go do this every day, right? So you could be reconsidering that and possibly finding that you'd rather go back to something that you used to do when you were younger, that you at least felt more passionate about. You could be reconnected with that. This could also be reconnecting with someone physically as well, so if there's someone you hadn't spoken to in a long time, maybe you're reconnecting with them. That's what I see with that. All right, in the position of the environment's influence, we have the Justice card, which is Libra energy, and the 7 of Swords, Aquarius energy. So yeah, if this is around something where maybe someone was deceptive toward you in some way around finances, I see these 2 cards coming up in an environment as a good indicator that justice will be served in that situation. So I know it might be easier said than done, but if you know that you were done wrong in some way, I feel like this is a good indicator to say that just let it play out on its own. Try not to stress it too much, because it looks like whatever deception was at play, that will be handled and it will go out in your benefit. So that's what I see with that. For some of you, it might not play out until we get into Leo season, because that Aquarius energy there could be pointing to the Aquarius full moon, which would be around the middle of August. But at the very least, it does look like the progress will start this month. All right, and in hopes or fears position, we have the stars. So speaking of Aquarius energy, we see it again here too. So yeah, this could be what some of you guys are hoping, right? Like, okay, I just hope that I'm on the right track, right? Whatever's been going on, seems like my plans aren't going the way I hoped, but I'm just hoping that the way things are actually playing out in the reality is the way that they should be, right? So that's what I see with that. And then in the outcome position, we have the Hierophant. So this is actually Taurus energy here, which did come up in your dice as well. So yeah, let's just say if this was around the work situation, right? It could just be one of those things where maybe you're finding some inconsistencies with your work lives, right? So this could point to you finding something that's more stable, more reliable. On another way, this could be playing out as well. Could just be saying, again, like I said, if you were done wrong in some kind of way, maybe you were promised something that you ultimately didn't get, right? This could just be saying that in a more karmic level, things could end up going your way anyway. So I don't know, let's just say a super generic example, they promise to give you a raise at work, right? And then all of a sudden they say, oh, we can't necessarily do that now because the cost of this, that, and the other has gone up, so we can't give you the raise we originally planned to give you, right? But then you might buy like a scratch-off ticket or something and win some money there, So it's just one of those things where karmically it might not be from the original source that you were supposed to get it from, but it most likely will still find its way to you. So definitely pretty positive energy there. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is actually a card that represents Jupiter, which is your ruler. And actually, it's in Aries right now, but it's actually going to be going retrograde toward the very end of July. So you might feel like some things are standing still, right? So again, maybe you have these plans to do things, but now you're seeing, okay, well, I might have made these plans a month or two ago. Now all of a sudden it seems like they're not going to play out the way I originally thought, right? So it could just feel like life is coming to a standstill in some ways. But again, like I said, I feel like karmically things will definitely be working out in your favor, especially with this in the upright. And beneath that, we actually see the Temperance card, which is the major arcana card for your sign, too. So yeah, could just be saying that you just have to let things play out this month and balance will be restored for you guys. All right, moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Don't Take Anything Personally. It says, Your faith is personal to you. So let's see. It says, Your own opinions and points of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. Oh, wow, yeah, interesting. It actually says your truth is personal to you. For some reason, I read that as your faith is personal to you. But either way, hope that resonated with you guys. And your Wisdom of the Oracle card, we actually we got happy, but it came out reversed. So here's the artwork in the upright. But yeah, when it comes out in reverse, they have a protection message. So I'll read that for you guys. Let's see if it resonates. Okay, it says lighten up because this is the time to be ridiculous and silly. See the world through the eyes of a clown and don't take yourself or any situation right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised by how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Spirit wants to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath and each moment. Miracles lie in the silly things today. So yeah, I will say it's definitely a really positive message as far as, like I said, if you were going through something that was some kind of an injustice, right? It seems like it could be financially more than anything for the majority of you, but whatever it may be tied to, I feel like this is saying just have faith that it will work out for you guys. So, try not to rack your brains over it over and over, right? It looks like you might be in that energy now with the Three of Swords, but we do see some pretty positive movement in the near future. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. All right. And lastly, we have a mudra. This is your mudra here. It's the Shankhavarta mudra, and the keyword for it is intuition. All right. And there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But it says quiets the mind, turns the attention inward, strengthens intuition, serves as a gateway to hear the wordless teachings of your own heart. So if that sounds like a mudra thing would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description of the video. As always, we'll wrap up there, and we'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.